This is by far one of the best builds you should be using in Destiny 2 right now. Because one, you're going to be getting Radiant, Restoration, Cure, and you're also going to be suspending targets as well on the Void Titan. And to make things even more better, you're also going to slow and freeze targets with our special weapon we're using for this build. So if you guys like to cause those amount of effects for this build, then this build is for you. If you guys like to try out the build for yourself, the dim link will be in the description. So let's first start with the subclass. We are using the Void Titan subclass, aka the Sentinel. Be sure to go for Sentinel Shield for that additional shield throw, and you can also guard as you're using the shield as well. For the abilities, be sure to go for Towering Barricade because it's bigger, because why not? And for the Void Melee, go for Shield Bash because you can be able to stun Overload champions. And for the Void Grenade, I think that this is the best Void Grenade in the entire game, so be sure to run the Trip Mine Grenade if you want to cause tons of explosions. And for the aspects, I am using Drenger's Lash whenever you activate your class ability to create a ripple in reality that travels forward along the ground, suspending and damaging targets it hits. And for the second aspect, I do recommend going for Juggernaut. After you sprint for a short time, you get a frontal shield that blocks incoming damage. When the frontal shield breaks, your class ability energy is depleted. And now let's head to the fragments. There's going to be 4 in total. First one you gotta put is Thread of Rebirth. Strand Weapon Final Blows has a chance to create a Threadling. And for the second fragment, be sure to go for Ember of Wonder. Rapidly defeating multiple targets with solar ignitions generates an orb of power, but you would get plus 10 resilience. And on the third fragment, go for Whisper of Durance. Slow that you apply to targets last longer. For those abilities that linger, the duration will also increase. And last but not least, for the fragments, I do recommend going for Spark of Momentum. Sliding over ammo bricks, reload your equipped weapon and grants a small amount of melee energy. And now let's head to the weapons. For the kinetic weapon, you have to put this auto rifle called the Ghost Primus, and in order for you to get this, you would have to play the Leviathan raid, which is available right now. Now onto the most broken special weapon in the entire game, the Stay Away. And here are the perks that I do recommend going for on this grenade launcher. Be sure to go for Incandescent, and for the next perk, be sure to go for Chain Reaction on this grenade launcher. And for the heavy, I am using this arc linear fusion rifle called the Queen Breaker. This is the most broken linear fusion rifle that you guys going to need to get right now, because this thing insta kills bosses. Here's what it does. Fires a long-range precision arc bolt that chains to nearby targets and also blinds them on hit. So if you guys do not have this linear fusion rifle, go get it right now. And for the stats, here's what you need to run. Be sure to go for mobility, because did you know that if you're on Titan, it would reduce the cooldown for your grenades when you're using mobility. And now let's head to the exotic armor piece. This is the best exotic in the entire game. Trust me. And it's called Transfusion Matrix. Kills with arc melee abilities trigger health regeneration and restores melee energy. And as what you guys are seeing here, these are the armor mods that I was using for this build. Be sure to copy each and every one of them if you guys would like to dominate the battlefield in PvE of Destiny 2. And again, here are the seasonal artifact mods if you guys are interested. All right, guys, just to be straight up here, this is an April Fool's joke if you guys haven't already noticed, but I just had to make this video. It's fun. I had to. If I did get you, be sure to let me know in the comments. And yeah, I actually did enjoy making this build. It took me a very long time to make. Wink. If you found this video informative, yeah, it did. Be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, or afternoon. Take care and peace. And April Fools!